And hello, everybody, on this Saturday, I guess technically a morning, Lady Cat Softball high school action as we are here in Fairview for the Fairview Festival. Lady Cats are taking on Ringwood in the first game, and then they will follow with a contest against the host team, Fairview. Kinley Howard's going to get the start in the circle for the Lady Cats this morning. And first pitch is top of the zone, strike one. And swing and miss, strike two. Ringwood lost the first game, their first game of the day against Fairview, 10-1, which moved them to 3-7 on the season. And that pitch from Howard is high, 1-2. And that pitch is high. Let me correct myself there. They'd actually already updated their page. It's they're 3-6, not 3-7. And count moves full. Three straight high pitches from Howard. And that pitch is going to be popped up. The wind's going to push it a little bit. Case of Newman over to make the catch in foul territory. So set the defense for the Lady Cats. Howard pitching as I said. Avery Burton behind the plate. Emma Smart at first. Kirsten Unwin at second. Cameron Littlecoat at short. Casey Newman at third. First pitch swung on and missed. In the outfield, left to right, we're going to have Kara Griffin on the left. Tacey Cooper center. And Kara Gilchrist in right. That pitch is high, 1-1. That pitch is going to be hit foul down the first base line. And that pitch is going to be hit in the center field. So first base runner for Ringwood. One out here early in the ball game, top of the first inning. And a good-looking pitch outside, but Ringwood batter did not chase. Counts 1-0. That pitch is high. I don't know if you can tell from the mic, but it is a breezy day. Wind's blowing straight in from center field into our faces here in the crowd. Pitch is high, 3-0. And pitch is in there for a strike. Snap throw down the first. And it's going to get away, but the runner's going to stay at first. They counted out 3-1. That pitch is going to get over the head of Burton. It is a ball. So it's a walk. Runner's now at first and second with one out in the top of the first inning. Yeah, swing and miss to start this at bat. Strike two as the batter offers at it. 0-2 count. And that pitch is a ball. This count 1-2. That pitch is going to be grounded to short. Little coyote over to Unwin at second base to get the force out. The runner is going to reach first on the fielder's choice. So now there's runners at the corners for Ringwood with 2 outs. First pitch is just high for ball 1. That pitch is going to be in the dirt. Runner's going to take off for second base. Burton's going to hold off on her throw. Keep the runner at third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Ringwood. And that pitch is going to be fouled back off the fence behind home plate. And the batter just kind of pokes at that one as she grounds it foul to the first base dugout. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the first. That pitch is going to be popped up, and the wind's going to push it out of play off the concession stand. So the count will remain the same. See if Kinley can finish her off right here. That's a hard hit ball down the third base line. It's going to get foul as well. So good battle here. And again, off the end of the bat, pitches pop foul. High pitch there, moves the count full, 3-2. And that pitch just kind of fouled off, looked like maybe the knob of the bat. And the battle continues. So again, full count. Runners at second and third. And another foul ball. Not sure the total pitch count of this at bat, but we got to be getting close to double digits. And that pitch is going to be in the dirt. Snap throw down the third. And Avery got her as she wasn't able to slide back in the third quick enough. And Lady Cats are going to get out of the inning. So Ringwood does strand 2 runners on base in the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Lady Cats and Ringwood are scoreless. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And welcome back to Fairview. First Lady Cat game of the Fairview Festival against Ringwood. Kirsten Unwin's going to lead off the bottom of the first for the Lady Cats. Unwin's going to offer the first pitch. A strike. Lady Cat's been hitting the ball well. Hitting the ball over the fence this year. I don't think we're going to see that today with the wind blowing in the way it is. That pitch is high. And the other one's going to foul this one off over the first base dugout. Lady Cats winners of their last 3 games, beating Fairview, Laverne, and Turpin. Beat Turpin in an exciting ball game the other day. That pitch is low, 2-2. And one's going to foul that one back. Count remains 2-2. As I said, Lady Cats will play Fairview next after this ball game. And Monday they will be on the road in Leedy before returning home Tuesday against Moreland. One's going to hit this one and just pop it out to short. She kind of hit that one off the end of the bat, and then the wind held it up there. That's one out for the Lady Cats. Now Kara Gilchrist, 2-hole hitter. And first pitch of Gilchrist is strike. Gilchrist going to foul this one hard into the corner in left field. Actually bounced off the fence, back into the field of play. Coach Howard had to jump out of the way of that. Uh-oh, 2 count. And that pitch is high. We just count to 1-2. And swing and miss, strike 3. This is strikeout. This is the second out of the inning for the Lady Cats. Now Avery Burton. Pitch is at the bottom of the zone, strike 1. Avery's kind of had it all season long. She's hit the ball well, but there's also been a lot of borderline calls and kind of gone against her. As that pitch is fouled off. And of course, that's always tough as a catcher because it makes it harder to say anything because you want the same thing to happen when you're behind the plate. Pitch is outside, 1-2. And Burton's going to hit this one in the center field. Or excuse me, the wind's going to push it all the way back into the infield. It's going to be caught basically right at second base by the shortstop. So Lady Cats held scoreless in the inning. We head to the second. Nothing doing. You're watching Lady Cat softball on the Wildcat TV. And welcome back. This count is now 1-2 here in the top of the second inning. And that pitch is going to miss, make it 2-2. This ball is going to be softly hit. Unwin comes over, scoops it, tosses it to Smart at first for the first out of the inning. I want to thank some of our sponsors here. S&M Waterwell, Allegiant Land Services, Allen Ellings Construction, Gore's Travel Plaza, first pitch is a strike. H28 Services, Lucky Star Casino, Sailing Auto Supply, I Told You So, Community State Bank of Canton, Seiling Branch, Seiling Foods, Lockwood Angus Farm and Ranch Toys. As that pitch misses. Wildcat Nutrition, Hedges Ag Services, and Gore Explorations. Swing and miss. New sponsors coming in daily. We want to thank everybody for those partnerships. And if you would like to be a sponsor of Wildcat Nutrition this year, or excuse me, Wildcat Nutrition, Wildcat TV, as that pitch gets away, counts 2-2. Feel free to reach out. Go to our Facebook page. There's a pin link on there as well with our packages. And that pitch is low. There's also a new sponsorship this year. It's an individual family sponsorship. So if you'd like to sponsor one of the student athletes. And that pitch is a ball. So full count. If you'd like to sponsor, that was ball 4. If you'd like to sponsor one of the student athletes and recognize them during their respective sports for $100, we can do a photo, a little mention of some kind. First pitch is a strike. And that ball is going to be kind of poked. And Cameron Littlecock comes and makes a play. She throws it into right field. And both runners are going to advance. Would have been a tough play either way. But the error does allow both runners to advance. So with one out, Ringwood now has runners in scoring position at second and third. And that ball is going to be hit just over the outreach arm of Kaysen Newman in the left, and that's going to play to run for Ringwood. Runner advances to third. So Ringwood's going to take a 1-0 lead in the top of the second inning. Coach Howard's going to go out and talk to his girls. That was definitely one of those pitches one of those hits. It was hard to get to. Just over the head of the third baseman. So with one out and a runner scored, there's runners on the corners for Ringwood. Bunter shows bunt. Pulls back, strike one. The runner takes off for second base from first, and she's in there, no throw. Oh, 1. This one's going to be hit softly in the infield. Unwin over to first, and the ball's dropped at first base. Runner scores, and again, Ringwood has runners on the corners. And that pitch is going to be grounded to back to Howard. And the Lady Cats struggling holding on to the ball right now as another runner scores. So it's 3-0 now. First pitch is high and outside. Runner at second, got a big lead, so Avery threw it short to kind of keep her honest, make her slide back into second base. 1-0 count. That pitch misses. 2-0 high, 3-0. That big lead that the runner at second is getting. Lady Cats are having to pay attention to her. It counts 3-0. And that just missed his ball 4. That pitch looked pretty good. So the bases are now loaded with 1 out. That pitch is high. 1-0. Pitch swung on and fouled off. Evens count at 1. One pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Pitch, looks like May caught the outside corner, but called the ball. Evens the count at 2 with 1 out. Greenwood has the bases loaded. All 3 runs will come in this inning. And good pitch as that comes in on the batter. Catches the inside corner for the strikeout. It's 2 outs now. And that pitch is going to be popped up as Casey Newman calls off Little Coyote at third and makes a catch to get out of the inning. Well, the Lady Cats do allow 3 runs in the inning on a couple errors. We head to the bottom of the second. Lady Cats trail 3-0. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And we're ready to go here in the bottom of the second inning. Tacey Cooper is going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats. Cooper in the 4-hole. First pitch, Cooper's at outside corner for a strike. Sponsor we missed earlier. I want to thank them as well. Sander Real Estate and our auction and real estate. Thank you for your partnership in 2026, 27. That pitch was the ball. 1-1. In the dirt. 2-1. Cooper's going to foul this one back. So they even the count at 2. And Cooper's going to ground this one back up the middle into center field for a leadoff single. That brings sophomore Kara Griffin to the plate. Swing and miss. Good to see Kira's sister, Katie. She's home for the weekend from college. She's here today. And swing and miss to Griffin as Cooper's going to take second base. So Cooper's still second to move in the scoring position. 0-2 count to Kiera. And that pitch is high. 1-2 count now to Griffin. And Griffin goes down swinging, strike 3. Now batting is going to be Brooke Hickman. And Hickman's going to pop this one up right back to the pitcher for the second out. So with 2 outs, Cameron Lilcat's going to step in. Cameron getting a little love from I Was At That Game on Facebook and Instagram for her first fast pitch home run the other day at Laverne. And she takes the first pitch ball. And here on the call for that home run, Mason Loudon. And that pitch high, 2-0. And the ball's going to slip out of the hands of the pitcher. So it's technically going to be a wild pitch as Cooper's going to move over to third. Heads up play by Cooper. It's a 3-0 count. And that pitch is low. Loco draws a walk. Runners on the corners now for the Lady Cats as Emma Smart is at the plate. Smart shows bunt, pulls back. Little Coyote's going to trot into second base. Honestly, not sure technically that's a still or more of a catcher's indifference type of situation. That pitch is low for ball 2. A 2-0 push, and Smart's going to hit this one into left field. It's going to get by the left fielder. That's going to score 2 runs. And Smart's going to go into second base with a 2-run double. The Lady Cats cut into the lead. Now it's 3-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Case and Newman at the plate. First pitch, Newman is a strike. She swings at that one. Newman takes that pitch, 1-1. Newman's going to foul that one back. Moves the count to 1-2 with 2 outs. Newman's going to hit this one off the end of the bat. Back to the pitcher. She tosses it over to first for the 3rd out. And the Lady Cats do get a pair of runs on a 2-run double from Emma Smart and cut into the lead. We head to the 3rd inning. Lady Cats trail 3-2 to Ringwood. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Excuse me, top of the 3rd inning. Getting my innings mixed up here. Lady Cat trail 3-2. And the first pitch is going to be over the head of Burton. Ball 1. Lady Cats got 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. That pitch is high. That pitch is swung and a miss. Three 1 count now. There are some sprinkles in the area. Let's see if those get here. There's that pitch as a ball. If we do get some sprinkles, it's not going to amount to a whole lot. pitch is low. Runner takes off. Good throw from Burton. But the ball just pops out of the glove at second base. And that pitch is high and makes it 2-0. And 3-0 now. And pitch is high for ball 4. And first pitch from Howard, and it's going to be poke foul. So Howard's starting to count ahead on this. In this at bat, 0-1. And strike 2. Runner takes off for third. And Burton's going to get her out at third base. So swing and miss, and runner out, trying to steal third. Runner at first. Moved over to second on the double steal. So now there's 1 out in the inning. And strike 2. Heck of a throw in that last throw. Good, also good swipe from Cameron Littlecoat coming over. I guess that was actually strike 3. I thought it was only strike 2. So 2 outs. And that's going to be grounded to Unwin and bobbled over to first. And they're going to get her out to get out of the inning. So Lady Cats get in a little bit of trouble, but quickly get out of it. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. Lady Cats trail 3-2. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. Yeah, welcome back to Fairview, bottom of the third inning. Lady Cats trail 3-2. Top of the lineup now for the Lady Cats is Kirsten Unwin. Is going to lead off the inning. And Unwin's going to watch the first pitch low for ball 1. And that pitch is in there for a strike. And Unwin's going to ground this one to second base. It's going to be misplayed by the second baseman, and Unwin's going to reach on an error. So what should have been a routine ground ball ends up being a leadoff base runner for the Lady Cats. Now Kara Gilchrist at the plate. And she's going to show bunt. She's going to pop this one back off the fence. So 0-1 for Gilchrist. So it's going to be grounded through the hole between third and short. A single. Moves the runner into scoring position. We'll see if Avery can tie the ball game right here. It'll be tough to get a ball out with the way the wind's blowing, but good hard hit. Might get the job done. And that pitch is going to be fouled back over our heads. Oh, 1 swung and missed. 0-2. And Burton's going to hit this one hard into center field. And it's going to be caught by the center fielder. Unwin's going to go ahead and advance, and she is going to move to third on the sacrifice fly. It's a good heads-up play by Unwin. Ball hit hard enough from Burton. Be able to move her over. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. Tacey Cooper at the plate. In the last inning, Cooper got on base and scored. And she's going to hit this one softly to the second baseman. It's going to score a run. So Cooper's out at first, and then heads up play as Gilchrist is going to go from first to third on the ground out. So it is an out. But Lady Cats have tied the ball game 3-0. Gilchrist at third with Kiara Griffin at the plate. Griffin's going to foul this one down third base line. Just a little ahead of the pitch. See if Griffin can straighten this out and get Lady Cats a lead. And that pitch is fouled off. Good patience there. 1-2 count now. And that pitch is going to be just outside the third base bag. The count remains 1-2. Pitch is low, 2-2. Griffin fouls this one hard out of play. It looks like Griffin's starting to see the ball a little bit better. And Griffin's going to swing, and she's going to miss. Throw down the first. And Ringwood is out of the inning with the Lady Cats do score a run to tie the ball game at 3. We head to the fourth. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. Welcome back to Fairview. Lady Cats and Ringwood are tied at 3. So we are in the top of the 4th inning. Ringwood at the plate. And sprinkling a little bit now here in Fairview. And first pitch will be fouled back, strike 1. That's going to be grounded to short. Little guy over to the Smart at first for the out. That pitch is going to be fouled back. Strike 1. And strike 2. Excuse me. Last pitch was a ball. And then that pitch is going to be fouled back. So now the count's 1-2. Looks like there's a raindrop on the camera lens. And counts 2-2. That pitch is in the dirt, 3-2. So full count now with 1 out. That pitch is going to be grounded to third. Newman over to Smart for the ground out. A good job in the 5-3 put out. 2 outs for Ringwood. So 2 outs. That pitch is going to be popped up in the infield. Unwon. Calls for it. She makes the play just in front of the second place bag. So 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The game is tied at 3. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And welcome back to Fairview. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Lady Cats and Ringwood are tied at 3. Burke Hickman is going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats. That first pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Ringwood coach calls time. He's going to go out. talk to his pitcher. Kind of looked like maybe she was mentioning to him maybe something wrong with her finger. I don't know. They're ready to go again. Hickman looking at a 1-0 count. That pitch is in there for strike. 1-1. Hickman offers that one. Swing and miss. 1-2 now. High pitch makes it 2-2. And that's going to be fouled back. Count remains 2-2. The sprinkles have lessened. Every once in a while you can feel one drop, but nothing heavy by any means at this point. Hickman again is going to foul this one back. Count remains 2-2. And Brooke is going to hit this one. Good backhand by the second baseman. She gets it over to first for the first out. Good play by the second baseman. It'll look like that may get through, but she backhands it. Cameron Little Coyote. And she's going to pop the first one up. It's going to be dropped by the catcher in fair territory. So Little Coyote's going to reach first, and she's going to quickly go to second. So what should have been a routine pop out. And it was in fair territory. So Little Coyote at second on the air. Emma Smart is at the plate. And Smart takes the first pitch down, ball one, throw back to first. Or excuse me, throw back to the pitcher. Gets away, but Little Coyote's going to have to stay. And that pitch is in there for a strike. And Smart's going to hit this one deep into right field, but it's going to go foul. Yep, just as I said something about the sprinkles, now we're getting some bigger raindrops falling. And counts 1-2. Pitch is low, 2-2. Smart's going to foul that one back. If it rains much more, I'm going to have to go pull the camera down and move it. That pitch is in the dirt. 3-2 count now. And Smart's going to take that pitch low. She's going to take first base now. Bernie's Case and Newman. And Newman's going to drop one down back to the pitcher. She's going to move both runners over, and she's out at first. So Newman does her job. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Cats. Kirsten Unwin, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. First pitch is a ball. Unwin offers to this one and fouls it back. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. And Unwin fouls this one down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. And that pitch is going to be lined into the right field corner. The other one's going to have to come back on that foul ball. And 1-2 coming to Unwin. Pitch misses outside, 2-2. And the battle continues as that pitch is going to be fouled over the first base dugout. And another foul ball. Unwin's seen it. We'll see if she can put it into play. 2 outs, 2 runs, 2 out. 2 runs. Excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Unwin's going to pop this one up into right field. And it's going to be caught in right field for the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Cats strand 2 runners on base. We head to the 5th. Game tied at 3. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back at Fairview. Lady Cats taking on Ringwood. Game tied at 3 as we begin the the top of the 5th inning. First pitch from Howard, grounded to Unwin. Over to first for the first out. And that pitch, first pitch, is going to be hit into right field. Knocked down by Gilchrist. Runner comes around, and she's going to be in there. Well, it looked like, yeah, she's going to be in there safely as the ball's dropped. Good job by Gilchrist. Quickly get the ball back in the second, try to get the runner. But the ball's dropped, runner safe. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Two. That catch the outside corner, 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. And that's going to be grounded to third. Over to Unwin, over to third to Newman. And they're going to say she got underneath the tag. Runners at the corners on the fielder's choice. There's one out. Go ahead run stands at third for Ringwood now. That pitch is going to be grounded. It'll be backhanded by Unwin. And she tries to dive back into second base, and she doesn't get there in time. And Ringwood's going to take the lead 4-3. Tough play as that was in a hole between second and third, and Unwin did what she could to try to get back in there to get the out at second. And swing and miss. A lot of what we're seeing is just a lot of balls that aren't hit very hard today. That's just falling into the right places for Ringwood. So 1-1 count. There's the old saying, hit it where they ain't, and that's kind of what the Lady Cats are running into right now. Strike two, 1-2. But on the flip side, Lady Cats have made some mistakes as well to allow runners to stay on base. And strike three. 2 outs now. And first pitch fouled back. That pitch swung and missed is on a wild pitch. So the runners are going to advance. And it counts 0-2 now. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. And softly hit ball back to the pitcher as Kinley regains the ball, throws it over to first to get the out. But Ringwood does score a run to take a 4-3 lead. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth inning, Kerry Gilchrist at the plate. First pitch was a strike to Gilchrist. Swung on a miss, strike two. And Gilchrist swings and misses strike three. First out for the Lady Cats. Avery Burton at the plate. Burton's going to strike this one into center field. The one's going to hold it up. As center fielder comes over, makes the play for the second out. Now Tacey Cooper comes to the plate. First pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Ball two. That pitch is high for ball three. And 3-0 in there for a strike. Makes it 3-1. And Cooper's going to ground this one to short. Over to first, and looks like Cooper's going to beat it out with an infield single. Now Kiera Griffin is going to come to the plate. Cooper at first. Griffin's going to pop this one. The wind's going to push it foul. A lot of foul balls today as the wind is blowing in straight up from straightaway center. Pretty breezy. That pitch is high as Cooper's going to take off. And fortunately for Ringwood, the ball hit Cooper. If it didn't hit Cooper, it would have been in the center field, and she may be standing on third base now because there was nobody there to cover the bag. And Griffin's going to hit this one hard into left field. And it's going to be foul. Again, that ball was probably pushed foul by the wind. Griffin struggled a little bit at the plate today, but I think she's kind of starting to see it. And Griffin's going to ground this one to third. Over to first base, and she's safe at first. Go to an infield single, and that pushes Cooper to third base. Lady Cats trail by one, but have runners on the corners here in the bottom of the fifth. And Brooke Hickman at the plate. And Hickman fouls this one back, 0-1. Hickman swings over the top of that one, 0-2 now. And foul back again. And another foul ball. So the count remains 0-2, 2 outs. Lady Cats have Cooper standing on third, Kara Griffin at first. And Hickman swung on a miss, strike three. So nothing to do for the Lady Cats after stranding 2 runners on base. We head to the sixth. Lady Cats trail 4-3. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back for the sixth inning. Lady Cats trail 4-3. Pitching change for the Lady Cats as Kirsten Unwin comes in to the circle. And the changes as Kara Gilchrist is going to move to right to second base to fill that spot that's vacated by Unwin. And Brooke Hickman is going to go into left field. Or excuse me, right field for Hickman. And Unwin's first pitch is a ball. Pitch is high, 2-0. Pitch is going to be fouled off as Emma Smart tries to make a play on it. She goes into the fence hard. Counts 2-1. Pitch is low, 3-1 now. And ball 4. The leadoff batter is on base for Ringwood. And that pitch is going to be chopped in the left field. Couldn't quite figure out how to explain that, as the batter showed bunt, didn't quite pull it all the way back. She just kind of chopped at it in the left field. So 2 runners on base now with no outs. And first pitch is high, ball 1. Unwin trying to get settled in here. More than likely we'll see her start the next game against Fairview as well, as that pitch is going to be popped up. And Burton kind of dances around the umpire, and she makes the catch on foul territory. So the runners stay at first and second. First pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Oh, 1 is high, it makes a 1-1. Pitch is low. Quick throw back to Unwin as they try to catch the runner at second base off guard. The runner at second is the one who was getting the big leads earlier in the game that Burton was have to throw the ball low, at it short. That pass is going to be fouled off, so the runner's going to have to go back at second base. So 0-2 count. That pitch misses low. Oh, scoreboard was way off, and I was way off. It's 3-2. So full count. Full count, 1 out. And that's going to be fouled back. So again, full count, 1 out. Runners at first and second for Ringwood. And that's going to be grounded to short. Wilcock gets it over to third for the force play to get the lead runner. So the batter's going to reach first on the fielder's choice. There's 2 outs now. First pitch, and we have another foul ball. Straight over our head. 0-1. This pitch is going to be softly hit back to Unwin, who gets it over to Smart at first base for the force play. So Unwin gets out of trouble. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Lady Cats 6 outs away. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. Now we're back at Fairview. Bottom of the sixth inning. Lady Cats trail 4-3. Cameron Littlecoat's going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats need running out of time. Only 6 outs away. See if they can get something going here early. The first pitch catches the outside corner. Strike one. Coyote's going to foul this one over the first base dugout. Something a little unusual today, that you don't usually see, but it helps that it's a Saturday, is we have a 3 umpire crew. A lot of times these games are only 2 umpires. Another foul ball. And Little Coyote's going to hit this one in the center field for a leadoff single. Lady Cats starting things off right. Let's see if Emma Smart can at least move a Little Coyote over. Hopefully she gets on base as well. And she's going to. She's going to hit this one into right center, and it's going to roll almost to the wall. Little Coat comes around third. And she's going to score. As Little Coat scores from first on a single from Emma Smart, and we have a tie ball game. And now we're going to get a conference from the Ringwood coach. Great job of hitting there by Smart going opposite field. Back-to-back singles. Lady Cats have tied the ball game at 4. Emma Smart is at first base. Casey Newman is now at the plate for the Lady Cats. And Newman takes the first pitch low for ball. Ball 2. And that pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now to Newman. A big swing there by Newman. It's a strike 2, even it's the count at 2. Newman's going to foul this one. Count remains at 2. And Newman's going to go down swinging, strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Top of the order now is Kirsten Unwin. First pitch is low, ball 1. Unwin's going to hit this one in the center field. And it's going to be dropped by the center fielder because Smart had to hold up. She only gets to second base, so it's only a 1 base error. So runners at first and second. And Kara Gilchrist is going to step up. And Gilchrist is going to foul the first one back. Oh, 1 count. Gilchrist is going to ground the third, and it's going to be bobbled by third baseman. Third baseman gets over. She's going to tag the bag and get Smart out at third. So the force play was the second out of the inning. Unwin at second, Gilchrist at first. Avery Burton is at the plate. A single from Burton right here should score a run. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. That pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2. Two to Burton. And strike 1. And Burton's going to line this one to the second baseman, who backhand grabs it out of the air for the out. So good defense by Ringwood to get out of that inning on a hard hit ball from Avery Burton. We head to the 7th game. It's tied at 4. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back. Top of the 7th inning, tie ball game. Lady Cats against Greenwood. 4 runs each. Kirsten Unwin. First pitch of the inning is high for ball 1. That pitch is fouled off into the glove of Burton. 1-1. The Lady Cat softball junior high at the Woodward tournament right now. They lost the first game as Shattuck came back to beat them. And so they moved to the losers bracket, and they're currently beating Mangum 8-2. Strike 2. So we will try to keep you updated on those games. That pitch is going to be grounded to Newman. And a throw over to first, and the runner's going to beat it out at first for an infield single. And chop swing to third. Newman throws that over. Gets the out at first. Runner advances to second. So it's 1 out. Greenwood has the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. And batter offers at it. Strike 2. And that catches the outside corner. Strike 3. Second out of the inning. And first pitch from Unwin is a strike. This pitch is going to be grounded to short. Over to first, and the ball's going to get away at first. And a run's going to score. So Ringwood's going to take the lead on the E6th. And this is going to be grounded. Little coyote over to first for the out. But Ringwood takes a 1-run lead in the top of the 7th inning. We head to the bottom. Lady Cats trail 5-4. You're watching Lady Cat softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back at Fairview. Last chance for the Lady Cats as we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lady Cats are trailing 5-4. Tacey Cooper is going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats as the sun has come back out. And just as the sun comes out, it goes back behind the clouds. But and the first 2 pitches are outside and high. So 2-0 now to Cooper. Ouch. All right, we're equipment malfunction here. Got bumped and something fell out of my lap. So we are back. The count is now 3-0 to Cooper. And that pitch is low. Cooper's going to take it. Ball 4. Leadoff batter and tying run is at first. And that pitch is foul off. Griffin swings over the top of that one, 0-2. And that pitch just misses the outside corner. We'll take it as that makes it 1-2. Outside. And Cooper's gonna go to second, and the ball's gonna hit her in the head, so she's gonna advance to third as it rolls into center field. So stolen base and advances as the ball gets away. Literally a good heads-up play by Cooper. So now with no outs, the tying run is at third. Griffin's going to ground this one to third. Throw over to first. She's out, but Cooper's going to score, and we have a tie ball game. So the ground ball from Griffin gets the job done. So 1 out, tie ball game at 5. So with 1 out, Brooke Hickman takes the first pitch, ball 1. And Hickman's going to hit this one off the end of the bat, and it's going to get under the glove of the second baseman. So the sixth ended with a hard hit ball. Great play by the second baseman, and then that one, she misses the routine ground ball. And Hickman is at first with 1 out. And Cameron Little Guy is going to step in. Little Guy's going to ground this one to short. And toss over to first. And the ball's going to be dropped at second base. So now the game-winning run is at second base. Hickman, and Hickman's got some speed. Emma Smart at the plate. Cameron Little Code at first, Hickman at second. And first pitch to Smart. It's fouled off. And that pitch is low. And Spart's going to hit this one deep into right field. And right fielder makes the catch, and runners are going to have to hold. So 2 outs now, case of Newman. And first pitch to Newman, she fouls that one off. And that pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. And Newman a little early on that swing. Strike 2. So 1-2 count now, 2 outs. Can Winning run at second base. The pitch is low. 2-2. And Newman's going to foul that one off, and the camera hits the floor.
Did you catch it? Did it fall down? You caught it? Good job.
We're going to keep that there right now, and we'll adjust it either after the game or between innings. And Newman's going to foul this one back. Newman again. He's going to foul this one back. She continues the battle. Count still 2-2. Newman's going to hit this one into center field. Hickman comes around third. And Hickman's going to score. The Lady Cats get a walk-off single from Kaysen Newman. And they're going to beat Ringwood 6-5 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a good comeback, come from behind win for the Lady Cats over Ringwood, as Newman delivers the game-winning single to plate Rick Hickman. Lady Cats win 6-5. We're going to take a break as we reset for Game 2 of the afternoon against the host, Fairview. Thank you for joining us this game. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. And welcome back to Fairview. The Lady Cats are ready to take on the Fairview Lady Jackets here in the second game, their second game, and the final game of the day of the Fairview Festival. Lady Cats came from behind in the last contest to win in the bottom of the seventh inning on a Casey Newman single that scored Breck Hickman. And Lady Cats beat Ringwood 6-5. It is the Lady Cats' fourth straight win. And the Lady Cats have moved to 6-4 on the year with that victory. They're set to take on Fairview. Fairview is also 6-4 this season. The Lady Cats did beat Fairview earlier in the year at the Woodward tournament, 8-1. I was talking to Coach Warman between games and talking about this last game, and everything that could go wrong pretty much went wrong for the Lady Cats, and they were still able to come back and win the game. Now we're ready to go. Kirsten Unwin is going to lead off the game for the Lady Cats. First pitch to Unwin is a ball. And that pitch is low ball too. As you can probably see, the clouds are starting to move on, unfortunately. Sun is out and it is warming up. For swing and miss there from Unwin makes it 2-1. The wind is also seems to be shifting around. It is blowing straight in from center. Now it's crosswind from left to right. That pitch gets away. So it's going to be 3-1 to Unwin. And Unwin's going to take ball 4. She goes to first. So right away, the Lady Cats have a runner on base to start the game. So Gary Kilchrist is going to come to the plate. She's going to drop a bunt down, nice bunt. Unwin's going to reach second. And they're going to say Gilchrist is out at first on a bang play. Well, it's a pretty close play at first. Avery Burton at the plate. First pitch is low, ball 1. Lady Cats trying to get to the Fairview pitcher here early. Pitch is down the middle. As I said, Fairview is 6-4 this season. They beat Ringwood earlier in the day, 11-1. Burton's going to hit this one in the center field. And it'll be misplayed by the center fielder. And Unwin's going to come around to score. I think Unwin may have scored either way, so we're going to go ahead and say that's an RBI single by Burton. And our Lady Cats the lead early, 1-0. Tacey Cooper is stepping in. It was informed tomorrow is Tacey's birthday. So happy early birthday to Tacey. And she's going to hit this one into left field. Back-to-back singles. Lady Cats have another runner in scoring position with Burton standing on second base. First pitch to Kiera Griffin, swung on and missed. I think kind of a rough day at the plate for Griffin. That pitch is high. Evens count at 1. Coach Howard calls time, and he's going to talk to Griffin. Lake Cats lead 1-0 with 1 out. Burton stands on second base. Cooper is on first after back-to-back singles. One count is in the dirt. Gets away for the catcher. Both runners advance. As that ball bounced off the umpire's leg and away from the catcher, she couldn't find it. So now 2 runners in scoring position. 2-1 count. That pitch is outside. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch catches the outside corner. 3-2. Full count. 1 out. And Griffin's going to ground this one to short. That's going to score Burton. RBI ground out on Griffin. Lady Cats now lead 2-0 here in the top of the first inning. Brooke Hickman, who scored the game-winning run against Ringwood, is at the plate. And Hickman's going to foul that one off. Pitch is outside. 1-1. And that ball is going to be struck in the left field. That's going to be caught on the line. Lady Cats do score 2 runs in the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Lady Cats have an early lead, 2-0. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. Welcome back to Fairview. Second game of this Fairview Festival for the Lady Cats. And I want to thank our sponsors: Sander Auction and Realty, S&M Waterwell, Allegiant Land Services, Allen Ellis Construction, Gore's Travel Plaza, H28 Services, Lucky Star Casino, Seiling Auto Supply, I Told You So, Canton State Bank of Canton, or Community State Bank of Canton, Seiling Branch, Seiling Foods, Lockwood Angus Farm and Ranch Toys, Wildcat Nutrition, Hedges Ag Services, and Gore Exploration. Thank you to all of our sponsors. If you're interested in partnering with Wildcat TV this year, as a sponsor, go to our Facebook page or contact us at the school. We will get you all taken care of. We appreciate all the support that we get from the Seiling community and the surrounding communities as well. The first pitch from Unwin was a strike. That pitch was a ball. It's a 1-1 count now. And good pitch there. Makes it 1-2. And that's in there for a strike. Strike 3. So setting the defense for the Lady Cats. It's the typical defense whenever Unwin is pitching. Avery Burton behind the plate. Emma Smart first. Kara Gilchrist is second. Cameron Lokai is short. Kason Newman at third. Left to right. Kara Griffin in left. Tasty Cooper in center. And Hickman in right. First pitch is the ball. And that pitch just misses high. 2-0. And that's going to catch the top of the zone. Makes it 2-1. Nice backdoor pitch. And it evens the count at 2 with 1 out. This pitch is going to be hit, and it's going to drop just beyond the outstretched arm of Cameron Lilcoat. Tough play, no man's land. Leadoff single. Or, excuse me, not a leadoff single, but it's 1 out single. First pitch is high. Ball 1. And that pitch is going to be pulled hard down the left field line. It's going to go foul. So count 1-1. Runner takes off. And the ball's going to get into center field, so the runner's going to try for third, and she's going to be in safely at third. And the pitch is the ball. So runner at third base. Count is 2-1. Swung on, popped up. 2-2 count now. And outside pitch, just swung on a miss. And strike 3, so 2 outs now. First pitch is high, makes him 1-0. Pitch is high, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch is going to be fouled off towards the Lady Cat dugout. That makes it 2-1. Outside pitch just misses. Makes it 3-1. Good pitch there, but it's going to say ball. The runner's going to take first base. Our runner's on the corners now for Fairview with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first. That's going to be fouled back off the backstop. That foul ball makes it 0-2. I'm trying to find some game balls. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady Cats lead 2-0. Again, that ball's going to be fouled back. Oh, 2 yet again. Looked like maybe caught the outside corner, but call the ball. So 1-2 count now. Good looking pitch by Unwin. Nice swing and miss type of pitch. One, two, fouled off again. One ball, 2 strikes. No 1-2 change up is a ball. Runner takes off for second base and in there safely. So now we got 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady Cats have 2 runs. And that pitch is going to be popped up. And the wind is going to push it foul just out of reach. As Kara Gilchrist comes all the way from second base and to try to make that play. Two again. And pitch is high. Snap third down the third and off the head of the runner, and it's going to get away as she's going to come in and score. So that snap throw down the third, try to get her, and hits her in the back of the head and bounces away. Gives her enough time to score. So Fairview gets their first run of the game, 2-1 now. And swung on a miss, strike 3. So Unwin gets a strikeout, 2 in the inning after Ron did score. We're going to head to the second inning. Lady Cats lead 2-1. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. Welcome back to Fairview. We're in the top of the second inning. Cameron Littlecat's going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats lead 2-1 against the Fairview Lady Jackets. And first pitch is going to be fouled off by Littlecoat. Cameron's going to ground this one in the opposite field, and it's going to be a single to right. Leadoff batter is on for the Lady Cats. Emma Smith comes to the plate, and Smith is going to ground this one to short. Shortstop over to second. And Little Coyote's going to be out at second base. Ball's going to be thrown away. And Smart is going to get a second base on the air. So Little Coyote was forced out at second, but the air does allow Emma to reach second base. So one out, runner in scoring position for Kaysen Newman, who drove in the winning run. And this last game, she hits this one into right field for an opposite field single. Moves Smart over to third. So hopefully Kaysen's going to get the bat going now. Kirsten Unwin coming to the plate with runners on the corners, one out. Unwin's going to show bunt. She pulls back. And Newman's going to go to second base. I think Kaysen got kind of caught in between, thinking that the ball was fouled off. So 1-0. Runners at second and third now. And Unwin's going to take that pitch. It's a 2-0. Pitch is inside, ball 3. And ball 4. So the walk to Unwin loads the bases. And we're going to get a conference from the Lady Jacket coach. Yes, his team is trailing 2-1 with one out here in the top of the second. The base is full of Lady Cats. Conference is over, ready to get going. Kara Gilchrist is at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Outside pitch, 1-1. That pitch is high and outside, makes it 2-1. again. High pitch makes it 3-1. Mentioned Katie Griffin in the, I didn't say in the house in the ballpark today. Watching her sister, Caden Little Coyote, is also here home from college, watching her sister, Cameron. Gilchrist swings and misses. So two former Lady Cats in the house. Here supporting their sisters. So full count, 3-2, bases loaded. And Gilchrist is going to swing and miss for the second out. Avery Burton. Been relatively quiet today. See if she can do something here. Maybe score a couple runs. And change up in the outside corner, strike one. And that pitch is going to get away off the backstop. Smart's going to come down the line from third, and she's going to score on the wild pitch. Newman advanced to third, Unwin to second. And Lady Cats lead 3-1. And Burton's going to hit this one into left field. Left fielder comes on and makes the play for the third out. Lady Cats do add another run in the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Lady Cats lead 3-1. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back for the bottom of the second inning here at Fairview. Lady Cats lead 3-1. Lady Cats will be back in action on Monday as they head to Leedy. And on Tuesday, they are visited by Moreland at home. And Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they head to the Arapahoe Butler Tournament. And I'll get you the times here. We got those yesterday. On Thursday, the Lady Cats will play Canute at 10 a.m. as first pitch is the ball. And then they will play at 1:30 versus Merritt. Both teams, the Lady Cats have played already this season. That pitch just misses 2-0. And then on Friday, to wrap up pool play, they will take on Arnett at 11:45 a.m. That pitch just misses again, 3-0. And then Saturday, based on how pool play rounds out, we'll see when they play. And ball four-pitch walk. Busy week also next week outside of just football or softball, as Wildcat football opens the season in week 0 when Shattuck comes to town. And that catches the inside corner, strike one. That pitch is going to be fouled off. 0-2 count now. And again, 0-2 pitch fouled off. And that pitch just hit off the cap of the bat. Foul. Runner has to go back to first base. That pitch misses the outside corner. Snap throw down the first. Runner is back. So the count is now 1-2. Good pitch, looking maybe a screwball or something like that. And it's going to be fouled back. Count remains 1-2 yet again. We got a battle going on here. And pitches high. Runner takes off, and Burton gets her out. As the tag was high, kind of caught her across the face, but either way, runner is out on the steal attempt. Good throw from Burton. Good tag from Little Coyote. The pitch was a ball, so the count is even 2-2 with one out. Inside pitch makes it 3-2. And that pitch is going to be fouled back off the net. Count remains 3-2. Hard ground ball. Newman scoops it at third, over to first for the second out. So first pitch, 2 outs, is in there for a strike. Swung on a miss, strike 2. And it catches the outside corner. Strike 3 as that one sets her down looking for the third out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the Lady Jackets. In the bottom of the second, we head to the third. Lady Cats lead 3-1. You're watching Lady Cat softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back. Top of the third inning. Lady Cats lead the Fairview Lady Jackets 3-1 here in the second game of the Fairview Festival. Third game overall. Fairview Festival, Lady Cats second game. Tacey Cooper's going to lead off the inning. And the first pitch is a strike. Catches the outside corner. And that pitch is just a bit outside. Counts even at 1. And Tacey's going to hit this one in center field. Wind's going to keep it from going much further, as it's going to drop into the glove of the center fielder for the first out. Lady Cats see a lot of days, or that may have been at the fence, if not over, but the wind was blowing in. Now Kira Griffin. And Griffin's going to hit this one into right field. And a right fielder makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So 2 hard hit balls, but right to the fielders. And there's quickly 2 outs. Here in the top of the third. That brings Brooke Hickman to the plate. Outside corner for a strike. Swing and miss there by Hickman. Makes it 0-2. And Hickman's going to pop this one up. Shortstop comes over, makes a nice, easy play for the third out. Lady Cats go down 1-2-3 in the inning. Head to the bottom half. Lady Cats lead 3-1. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. And we're ready to start the bottom of the third inning. Lady Cats lead the Fairview Lady Jackets 3-1. No, wind has kind of shifted a little bit back now from right to left, as that ball is hit hard foul. It has also gotten very, very warm out. That pitch just misses. Makes a 1-1. One pitch fouled back. 1-2. Swing and miss, strike 3. So the first Lady Jacket batter is down swinging. Another strikeout from Unwin. That ball's going to drop into right field for a single with one out. And that pitch is going to be popped up in the infield. Unwin comes in and makes the play for the second out. So 2 outs. That ball's going to be hitting the hole. Past outstretched arms of Newman for a single. So 2 runners on now for the Lady Jackets. That ball is going to be struck hard in the center field, but well tracked by Stacy Cooper. She makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Jackets can't get anything going. We head to the top of the 4th. Lady Cats lead 3-1. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. So starting the top of the 4th inning, Cameron Littleguy is going to lead off for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats leading 3-1. First pitch, you're going to hit Littleguy in the foot. She's going to trot on down to first base with the free base. And Emma Smart's going to drop down a bunt. Little Carrot's going to go to second on the sacrifice. Good bunt by Smart. So Casey Newman had a single on her first at bat. First pitch is a strike. Newman again has another hit as she pulls this one into left field. A little Coyote's going to go to third. So the run out. Runners on the corners for Kirsten Unwin. First pitch low and inside, and Newman's going to take second base. Again, that pitch is inside, 2-0 now. Two-0 pitch, low, 3-0. And that pitch is inside. 4 straight pitches, and another one takes first base. Bases are loaded for Kara Gilchrist with 1 out. Fairview infield comes in. They're going to talk some strategy. Gilchrist is going to ground the short. Out at second. Gilchrist is going to reach safely. And that's going to allow Little Coyote to cross for the 4th run of the ball game. Gilchrist reaches a fielder's choice. Unwin out at second. And Newman stands on third. And now Burton at the plate with runners on the corners. Burton fouls the first one back. So the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be high. And Gilchrist is going to take second base. Burton's going to foul the 1-1 off. Makes it 1-2. One-two is outside. Makes it 2-2. All right, outside 3-2. So full count now, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And Burton's going to foul this one hard down third baseline. Coach Howard making the play in the coach's box. So again, full count. And that's going to be grounded hard to third base. Third baseman gets it over to first, and Burton's out at first base. Lady Cats do get a run in the inning. After 3.5, Lady Cats lead 4-1. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. And we're back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Lady Cats leading 4-1 over the Fairview Lady Jackets. Here in the final game of the Fairview Festival, Lady Jackets won their first game against Greenwood 11-1, and the Wildcats came from behind against Greenwood in their first game. You get a walk-off single to win 6-5. That one starts this inning off with the ball in the dirt. No, 1-0, just misses low. Makes it 2-0. Pitch makes it 2-1 as that pitch catches the inside corner. That's in the dirt. Gets away from Burton, so makes it 3-1. Leadoff batter reached on a walk in the last inning, but the Lady Cats kept her from coming around and scoring. And that's going to be pop fouled. Full count. Three-two pitch is going to be ground a little coat over to Smart at first for the first out of the inning. First pitch swung on a miss. That pitch is going to be fouled off into the glove of Burton, makes it 0-2. Pitch just misses the outside corner. 1-2. Usually you don't see a lot of emotion from on one, but you can tell she's a little bummed about that pitch being called a ball. That pitch is going to be fouled off over the third base dugout. So you get a 1-2 pitch coming up. And yet again, it's foul off the backstop. And swung on a miss, strike 3. So strikeout for the second out of the inning. And batter offers at the first pitch, strike. And foul down the first base line. 0-2. That pitch is high. Makes it 1-2. We foul off the end of the bat. Count remains 1-2. One, two outs. Pitch is high. Evens the count at 2. Inside corner, we call the ball. Good looking pitch there by Unwin. Count runs full, 3-2 with 2 outs. That's going to be grounded to short. Little coyote over to first. And the ball is going to be dropped to first base. A runner safe. So the runner does reach, but Lady Cat's not in any trouble yet. 2 outs, leading 4-1. Batter's going to pull back on the bunt off opportunity. So that pitch is low for 1-0. That pitch is going to be fouled off in the glove of Burton for the first strike. Foul to the backstop, makes it 1-2. Unwin a pitch away from getting out of this inning. That pitch just misses high, 2-2. Ooh, good looking pitch right there. Called the ball. Or 2-2 count. Or excuse me, full count, 3-2. Missed the outside corner. So it's a walk. See if Kerrison can shake off that third ball. That was one that kind of caught everybody off guard. See if she shake that off. Runners now at first and second with 2 outs. First pitch is high outside for a ball. The pitch is going to get over the head of Burton on the high pitch off her glove. Both the runners are going to advance. So Fairview now has 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Low pitch makes it 3-2. Or excuse me, 3-0. That pitch catches the outside corner. 3-1 now. Good pitch there from Unwin. That's fouled off Burton's helmet. So everybody's going to kind of convene around the plate, see if Avery's okay. Coach Howard talking to her, and he's laughing a little bit. So I think we're just kind of giving her a second to regain her composure. All right, a full count now. 2 outs, runners at second and third. And strike 3 gets her swinging in the inning. Fairview strands a couple runners on base. We head to the 5th. Lady Cats lead 4-1. You're watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV. We're back at Fairview, top of the 5th inning. Lady Cats lead 4-1. Tacey Cooper's going to lead off the inning for the Lady Cats. Made it pretty good without equipment getting hot. Started having first issue there. So making an adjustment. The Fairview pitcher's trying to make an adjustment as well. As first pitch is outside for ball 1. Outside ball 2. And Cooper's going to hit this one high down the left or right field line, and it's going to go foul. Pitch misses high, 3-1. As I said, sun is out, heating up. It is now 98 degrees here in Fairview, according to the mezzanette. And ball 4. That pitch is going to get off the catcher's glove as Cooper's going to go into second base. So it's going to be a 1-0 count to Kiara Griffin now. Pitch misses low. 2-0. And that pitch is low and inside. 3-0. That pitch hits the bottom of the zone, makes it 3-1 to Griffin. And Griffin takes ball 4. So back-to-back walks. And we're gonna get I think we're gonna get a pitching change now from Fairview. So we're gonna take a quick break. Lady Cats lead 4-1. Runners at first and second here in the top of the 5th inning. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. It's a new pitcher now for the Lady Jackets. It's Brooke Hickman's going to come to the plate. Griffin stands on first. Cooper at second with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. That first pitch hits the corner of the zone. 0-1. They do have a time limit or timer up on the clock, so there's 8 minutes. Not sure if we are playing time limits in these games today, as that pitch is outside. But if we are at the 8-minute mark. My guess is Fairview will have an opportunity. Just turned 7 minutes now. And Hickman's going to hit this one into left center. That's going to score Cooper as Griffin goes over to third on the RBI single. So the RBI single, and now we have runners at the corners. Lady Cats extend their lead 5-1. Cameron Littlecoat at the plate. Littlecoat shows up, pulls back on the ball, and Hickman's going to get a second. One is in the dirt, makes it 2-0. And that pitch is low. There's the count 3-0. And Cameron Littlecoat takes a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded for Emma Smart with no outs. And first pitch to Smart. And their first strike. Outside pitch. Evens count at 1. And Smart's going to foul that one off. So 1-2 count. Smart, bases loaded. She's going to reach out at ball 2 and foul that one off the end of her bat. It keeps the count at 1-2. Pitch is high, 2-2. It's in the dirt, full count. Bases are loaded. Little Co first, Hickman at second, and Griffin at third. And Smart's going to hit this one in the right field. Griffin comes across the plate, and Hickman's going to be held at third. So an RBI single for Smart. Lady Cats have extended their lead 6-1 here in the top of the 5th. Still no outs. Case of Newman, who has 2 hits this ball game, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. That pitch is inside, 2-0. And that pitch is going to be fouled off. Makes count 2-1. And again, she's going to foul this one off. Over the first base dugout. Evens count at 2. That pitch just misses. Runs count full. 3-2, no outs. Bases are loaded, full of Lady Cats. Case of Newman is at the plate. Newman's going to put it right into this left field. Left fielder makes the catch. As Hickman's going to tag up, she's going to score. So an RBI sacrifice fly from Newman. Lady Cats lead 7-1 now. So Little Coyote Smart stay at their bags on the sacrifice fly. Kirsten Newman is going to come to the plate. And the ball's going to be in dirt and gets away, so both runners are going to advance now. And Unwin's going to hit this one just fair inside the line in the right field. And both runners are going to come around and score. So a 2-run single for Kirsten Unwin. The Lady Cats have scored 5 this inning, make it 9-1 here in the top of the 5th. And Kara Gilchrist is going to offer the first one. Swing and miss. If we are playing by time limit that they had on the scoreboard, then we have reached that mark. Oh. 1-1 count now to Gilchrist. Pitch just misses. Looks like it could have been a strike. 2-1. Swing and miss there. Makes it 2-2. Inside, runs the count full. 3-2 with 1 out. Unwin at first. And Gilchrist fouls that one back. Count remains 3-2. Pitch is off the glove of the catcher. It's going to be ball 4. So Carrot takes first base, Unwin over to second, and Avery Burton now at the plate with 1 out. That pitch down the middle, strike 1. The Lady Cats hang on to win this game. It'll make it 5 wins in a row. And they would move their record to 6-4. Let's check that, 7-4 actually. And that pitch is going to get away. And both runners are going to advance. 2-1 coming up. I think we're going to get a courtesy runner. Becky Gilmore is going to come in and run for Kirsten Unwin. Becky gets a bunch of cheers from her teammates. Let's see if Burton could bring Becca home. And that's a strike. 2-2. Pitch high and outside. Ball pops away from the catcher, but not far enough for Gilmore to come in and score. Evens count, or excuse me, Makes the count full 3-2. And Burton's going to pop this one up. I think it's going to push foul, as you could probably tell. The count remains 3-2. Burton again is going to pop this one up. Three-two pitch is low. So Burton's going to draw the walk. Bases are yet again loaded for Lady Cats, with Tacey Cooper at the plate. And now we're going to get a courtesy runner for Burton at first. I believe it's going to be Nevaeh Whetstone as she searches for her helmet. And it is Nevaeh Whetstone is going to run for Burton at first. First pitch slips out of the pitcher's hand, and it is well short of the plate. 1-0. Cooper's going to ground this one short over to second. Cooper's safe at first. So Gilmore's going to cross the plate. And Whetstone is out, forced out at second. Lady Cats lead 10-1 now, with 2 outs. Kira Griffin. First pitch to Griffin is low, ball 1. And Griffin's going to hit this one. Shortstop makes a great play, gets it over to first for the out to end the inning. Good defensive play at the end of the inning, but the Lady Cats plate 6 runs. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Cats lead 10-1. You're watching Lady Cats softball on Wildcat TV. We're back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Cats leading 10-1. Top of the order for Fairview. Unwin back in the circle. After a long break time off. Just gonna have to get that arm warmed up a little bit again. First pitch is the ball. Just misses inside. 2-0. Pitch is going to be fouled out of play down the third base line. And that ball short of the plate. 3-1 count now. Ooh, good looking pitch there. Called a ball. The leadoff batter is going to reach by way of a walk. First pitch, just a bit low. 1-0. Foul off. Even scan at 1. Runner has to drop back to first. That pitch is high. Makes the count 2-1. That pitch gets away from Burton on the high pitch and makes it 3-1. Runner advances to second. And 3-1 pitch. High, ball 4. First pitch is low, ball 1. Runners at first and second, no outs. And that pitch is going to be a hit into left field. Kara Griffin makes the play for the first out. So 1 out, runners at first and second. Pitch misses inside. Runner takes off for third. She's in there safe. This is both runners actually advanced on the double steal. And checking on the runner at third. She seems to be shaking up a little bit. So runners, 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch is high, makes it 2-0. Kirsten kind of all around the zone. Unfortunately, can't put one in right now, so she can settle down. Nice pitch there as that ball is going to be popped into left field. Griffin makes a throw. Runner comes down, tries to score. And they're going to say she's safe. So good throw from Griffin. And Burton almost got the tag down. But the runner did score. And first pitch is going to be fouled off. The score is now 10-2. Lady Jackets have a runner at third again. Oh, good looking pitch there. Call the ball. 1-1 count now. And that pitch is going to be fouled back. Count moves 1-2, 2 outs. One-two pitch. Going to be grounded to third. Little coyote over to first for the out. And that is the ball game. Lady Cats win 10-2. They win both of their games here in Fairview today. And that's their 5th straight win this season as they move to 7-4 on the year. We'll be back Monday as the Lady Cats, junior high and high school, travel to Leedy. Thank you for joining us today. You've been watching Lady Cat Softball on Wildcat TV.